music is how I define myself. I am a person that believes in God, and I am a person that believes in tunes and the power that tunes can have on the planet and people and life. I think music is a representation of life itself, and I'm a musician for that reason. My name is James Donovan, and it is a very old Irish name. And I came from a family of Irish hippies. And yeah. And I'm still figuring it out, to be honest. I'm 27. I got another year left in me maybe to be a kid. And then 28, 29, I'm going to have to start thinking about the fact that I'm almost 30. And yeah. And I'm a musician through and through. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I can fight, but I don't. And I like to play my songs the way they sound on the record. But I'm not that good. I don't think I'm that good. A lot of people say, "You rock, James. You're super good at music." Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, but I could be better. And guitar is really like one of those ones where I'm like, rock, I should be better. I've been playing for 12 years or something. So anyway, that's who I am. I'm a musician, and I'm James Francis Donovan IV. Thinking a lot about COVID. Lately doing a lot of things to navigate being by myself often. So, isolation tactics to being happy. Loneliness is a son of a bitch. You know.
That's right. The fear one. Shit.
I'm afraid of having interviews in public. Just kidding. I'm getting over that right now. No, to be honest, I'm not afraid so much of cameras. They make me nervous, like I said, but I'm not afraid of them. I'm afraid of the ocean, getting stranded in the ocean. You know, if I were on a submarine or something crazy, or on a ship, I like to imagine like a pirate ship, and Titanic style, the pirate ship goes down and I'm stranded, like what's his name from the Titanic? Forget his name anyway. Leonardo DiCaprio. He gets stranded, Jack gets stranded on the thing, but being alive. Not being so cold that I instantly die like he does in the movie, but being stranded in the middle of the ocean with just a board. On that board, being able to kick and pedal and know that I can take the pain of the ocean, because I grew up on the coast and I used to go swimming in the wintertime. So I could jump into this water right now and it'd be cold, but it would be alright. I get up and I get out as fast as I can. But not if I want to go numb. I want to go numb and just get in there and you stay in there for 5 minutes. Okay, I'm numb. You die of hypothermia eventually. And that's what I'm afraid of. It's not even dying of hypothermia. I'm not dying of drowning, but dying of the animals. The sharks, the whales, the squids, the octopus. The animals that are in the ocean remind me of fucking space creatures. And like, I think the space creatures are real. I don't think we've seen them yet. It's way out in another galaxy or something. But I'm afraid of space too. Real aliens. I'm afraid of real aliens. I'm afraid of space. Going to space. I'm afraid of bees on a small level. I'm afraid of dying alone. I'm afraid of never having a girlfriend. I'm getting on some real shit right now. I've never had a girlfriend before in my life, and I've always wanted that. It's one of my biggest wants in my life, and there's no reason why I can't have that. I'm afraid to ask girls out. Me? Who is me? I'm James fucking Donovan. Shy guy, what can I do? You know, I'm terrified of just talking to women, and it's just shy guys and homeschooled kids. You know, but yeah, man, that's some of the best ones I could give you, I think. Space, the ocean, women, for damn sure, and then bees. That's what you got. That's what you get on the plate today. Next time I'll tell you 5 others. It's pretty scary. I'm afraid of demons too. But I think demons are on another level of existence, and I don't even like to say the devil or say demon, because that brings that existence within the realm of our conversation, which is unimportant, you know. But we're talking about fear, so why not? The devil is the fear. That is, and fear is not to be feared. The only thing to fear is fear itself, you know. And so fear is an interesting question, because if you ignore fear, kind of like the way Harry Potter characters ignore the word Voldemort, it's similar. Like, I think of like Voldemort's is a representation of the devil in Harry Potter, and grew up on those books. I love that series. But anyway, so yeah, the devil's pretty scary to me and real to me, and hell is real to me, and heaven is real to me and stuff. Consequences are real to me. I believe in purgatory, which not a lot of people believe in. Anyway, yeah. So that was a fear one. Let me show you that. Can I show you that? That's one of them, not the most painful, maybe one of the most physically painful memories of my life. I almost died. My little brother sliced my arm open with a bread knife. And it was an accident. How was that an accident? Half accident, I would say. I was in the wrong. Regardless, it was a brutal family scrap, and I play it off like it was a skateboarding accident. I don't like skateboarding. When people that I don't know ask me about it, I usually don't tell them the truth, because it makes my brother look bad. My brother went to jail for 3 months because of this, and he paid the price, and he still pays the price. I'm going through pain right now, Liam. And it's interesting having a conversation with you in a public place, in a familiar area for myself, but not when I know it's not for you. Because I've lived here for a long time. I don't want to see somebody I know, and I haven't told all this to, spilling my guts. And it's a small town. It's not really a city. I would say Olympia is almost like, it depends on what you compare it to, but I'm from a really small town, like 3,000 people. Super small. And so, like, the outskirting areas had another 3,000 to 4,000 to 5,000. Yeah. The town of Walport, Oregon, is Podunk town, and yeah, right on the beach, right on the ocean. I'm a pirate at heart, and forgot what was the question. Sorry.
Painful memory.
Painful memories. So I'll just tell you the short version of that if I can. I'm really big into details. So what had happened was basically Joseph had been stealing shit from Teresa. We're all siblings living at these names I bring up, unless I say my mom. We're all living at my mom's house, and this was before I moved up here, the year before I moved up here. It's the reason why I moved up here. I had to get the hell out of Walmart. I had to get out of my mom's house. It's a pit bull that is kind of turned into the ghetto. And it's not exactly the ghetto. It's just like a hippie family, different style of living, all white, not ghetto, up in the woods, totally different. It's gone really trashy, really poor. My mom is basically holding the whole place afloat. There's adults living there that shouldn't be living there. People with children, lots of booze, lots of smoke. Anyway. On that day, Joseph had thrown my sister's coffee cup into the woods because they got mad about something. And in our family, we don't hesitate, we just do it. We deal with the consequences after. We throw the punch, and then we go to jail. And then we come back from jail, and then we make up. That's like the way our family does it. We think first, act, then deal with the consequences. Which isn't always a good thing. That's a Donovan trait. That's not necessarily the Henry side of me, or my mom's side of me. But it's getting fucking cold. But anyway, I want to keep telling you though. Alright, so Joe threw the cup into the thing, and Teresa started getting all uptight and fighting him, and I was like, Joe, you can't be fighting your sister, even though she's older than you, you're bigger than her, so I gotta get in between them. So, I'm the savior. I'm the one coming and getting in between them. Now, there's a part of my memory I'm pretty sure I blocked out because I kicked the crap out of Joseph. And I don't remember kicking the crap out of Joseph. I'm pretty sure I have no recollection of him punching, or me punching him. I mean, he said that I punched him a bunch. And I probably did. That probably was the last straw for me, and it was the last straw for him, because he went to jail over this punch. And it was leading up to, he was doing this shit a lot. Me and him were getting into physical fights a lot. He was stealing from Teresa a lot. Teresa was stealing from him a lot. This shit was not okay. Anyway, shit was not okay, and it was a brutal brawl, and Joe picked up the knife to defend himself. So that's why it was kind of an accident and kind of my fault that I got it. And not only was he just like, get away from me, I stepped forward. I had the courage to be like, he's not that stupid, is he? I'm standing there. Like that. He stands, pulls the thing out from the thing. He's like, get away from me, get away from me. And Teresa's over there, and I'm over here, and I'm like, oh shit, something's got me. And Joe with the knife down. You know, I'm stepping back, Teresa's stepping back. We're like, are you gonna come at us? Sorry, I'm forgetting about that. Are you gonna come at us? And fucking, so like, I'm what do you call it, embellishing. So yeah, he pulls the knife out. He gets on the other side of the room where the pantry was, by the fridge. So the fridge is there, pantry's there, Joe's there with the knife. Oh no, one knife. I think he's got two. He had one knife. Bread knife. It wasn't like a jagged knife or one of those ones with just like a normal edge and a wood thing. Fuck yeah, and I stepped forward. And he was like, oh. I was like, you got me. I didn't pass out, but I was like, walked forward, he sliced my arm. He was like a half a centimeter away from an artery. So I definitely could have died that day. I had to get staples, and I had to get the cotton washed out. To get the needle stuck in there. The needle was the worst part. That was the numbing agent or whatever they put in me. The scrubbing was a trip because I'm crying my eyes out about the whole ordeal. But then I'm looking over at the doctor and my thing's numb. And I'm like, that isn't anything. I'm like, oh, I'm not dead. So I'm like, wow, that doesn't hurt at all. And then they put the staples in, and I was like, wow, that didn't hurt at all. And then they fucking took the staples out fucking 4 weeks later. I was like, wow, that didn't hurt at all. Joe went to jail for 3 months. End of story. My testimony, not end of story, sorry. My testimony was the thing that made the difference between him going to jail for a year, going to prison for a year, excuse my language, or going to jail for those 3, and he served his time. That being said, Joe paid the harder price, laying the cut and getting it. And I feel for my little brother to this day, because my older siblings still give him shit to this day about being the violent one, about being the troublemaker, and they weren't even the ones to get hit by the blade. And it is despicable that they would treat their youngest fucking brother with so much disrespect when he's the one that had to go to jail over it. Anyway, that's the end of the story. Anyways, any other questions? Oh, that was heavy, man. I don't know if you were ready for that. I wasn't ready for that one. I gave you one of the heaviest stories I could have gave you, but I am heavier, believe it or not. Okay, happiest memory in 3 or 4 minutes, fast as I can. Oh man, what's a good one? Basketball, no, one shoe Donovan. So when I was in track in high school. No, better. In high school, freshman year, I got to play drums for the homecoming game. And I got to ask out the girl of my dreams, and she said yes to homecoming that year, and it was fucking amazing. And I got to play Wipeout, which is a really freaking hard song to learn on freaking drums, and I learned drums before guitar. Anyway, so I was playing drums, and we played fucking Wipeout, and I was the fucking centerpiece, baby. And then I kicked ass, and we fucking shook the whole crowd. Freshman year in high school, this was the moment that changed my life. It was like, I'm gonna be a rock star. This is the greatest feeling of my. I did it, you know. So. Fucking Guitar Hero style, but on the drums, it's like star power, fucking go. And then right after that, we led straight into Sweet Child of Mine, dude. And it's all, you know, chintzy and cheap instruments, but we were the rock band at Walport. We weren't just a high school band. There was so little. There were 5 people in the class, so we were the rock band. And that night, I had to ask out Tracy. And she said yes. She said yes. It was so crazy. I had a chance. I fucked that one up. That's all right. But I had the best experience playing music in my entire existence. I was playing drums. We gotta go. And yeah, and it was incredible giving, seeing the cheerleaders dance, seeing the other team's cheerleaders come over and start to dance, seeing the crowd get up out of the stands and start to dance. That was the best moment of my life.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.